Hi, I've got a project today and it's literally turning into 2 projects, maybe even 3, I don't know. It's going to be more. Welcome to my regularly scheduled new every Monday vlog. Like I said in another vlog, I'm determined to make this happen every Monday. Sometimes I just gotta start rolling and not know what to say and just edit later. I'm gonna make a birdhouse today. In my mom's backyard, one of her trees died. It was one of 2 apricot trees that my dad had planted. My dad has passed away since then in 2012, but he planted those 2 for him and his identical twin brother. One that looks like it sort of rotted, unfortunately, is gone. My mom and I talked about it, and I said I would cut the tree down for her, and I started cutting it down. I thought, that's a shame to just cut the whole thing down. What if I cut it at a certain point and took the wood that I took from the tree and build some birdhouses? In our family, we really like birds, especially my sister. She's a bird connoisseur, so to speak. And I thought, what a great tribute this could be just to build a birdhouse. So I saved a lot of the limbs. I'm gonna try to figure out a way of making this birdhouse. And I decided on one of them. I'm gonna make 3 birdhouses. One of them will be a round birdhouse, and it's gonna sit up like this, sort of like a cage, I guess. It's going to be surrounded by natural little limbs that I've saved. But I can't really work in this atmosphere. I haven't done much out here but stack junk up, so I've got to clean this out. There's my first project. Before I can do this, I'm gonna have to clean this. So let's get started. Fueling break. I'm not gonna clean too much more. This is driving me crazy. I grab something and it doesn't bring me joy, so I start throwing it away. And I can't do it anymore. It's overwhelming. I don't know why. Just one little thing leads to another. I grab a piece of wire. I'm like, I should have a dedicated wire bucket. So I reach for a bucket and it has a whole bunch of gloves in it. I'm like, why is this taking up space? So I take the gloves out and I put some wire in there and I have to deal with the gloves and I gotta put this down there and I gotta organize every little thing. Anyway, I'm just gonna do a little bit and work with this area that I have. It's still messy, but it's a work in progress. I'm determined to do it, and it will happen because I'm going to make it happen. I wanna make this birdhouse happen and not waste the rest of the day, so I'm gonna start cutting some more of this birdhouse stuff. Am I looking in the right spot? I'm gonna cut some more of this birdhouse parts. I've marked a circle out on my 2x6. I just had this laying around, so I'm gonna use what I can. Helps to plug in your tools when you're working. So now I have 2 mostly identical pieces of, 2" by 9" pieces of wood. This will represent the top and bottom of my birdhouse, and I'll fill it in with sticks and then a little pitched roof on the top. And now that I got my ear protection off, I realize I was probably yelling. Here's a little break from the birdhouse. A little random thing I got for Green Ghost Productions. Look at that. It's from Fright Props. Hopefully this year we can have a fun Halloween. Stay tuned for some prop building, hopefully. So one thing I really need to accomplish this project I don't have, and I'm really wanting it. And I've actually wanted it for a while, so I'm gonna go to the store real quick. I'll be right back. Well, here it is. This is the Ryobi 9" bandsaw. This is gonna help me accomplish my goals. Well, this is the beast. It's not much of a beast comparatively to bandsaws. It's gonna do the trick quite nicely. Oh wow, and the blade is already installed. Looks like I have to tension it first. Where do I put this puppy? I don't know, but it looks like it's got bolt holes. It's heavy enough where it shouldn't fall over if I work with it. But this will give me a great opportunity to do things with this stick that I wouldn't be able to do, well, very easily with, say, a jigsaw or a handsaw. I'm gonna try to cut it all the way down the center and make two pieces so there's a flat half that I can stick onto the side of this and all the way around. So I'll just put this together and we'll give it a try. Alright, hours later and I'm eating another fueling. It's 5:40. It's been most of the day. I've been driving around in pre-Labor Day traffic and it's been horrendous. I've got most of my tools that I need. I even have this brad stapler that I got years ago and I haven't put it to use, so I'm gonna put it to use today. Next step I'm gonna do, carve a little hole in the bottom of this so that I can clear out. I gotta think about this. I was gonna carve a hole in this and put the plug in and screw it in so that I could clear out the nest, like an old nest, because you don't want, like, you want to be able to get into the birdhouse and clear it out. So I gotta think about this for a second. So this is my idea for my birdhouse. I'm gonna have my two top and bottom discs pieces. Kind of drawing this at an angle because I'm at kind of an angle. We'll have the top and bottom. Those I've cut out already. So I'm gonna put the branches coming across the top. Maybe I should do this in monocolor. So imagine I got brown here. We'll add a new layer and we've got our sticks. I'm gonna just line these up and hopefully I'll be able to cut these in half and just use halves. They'll probably be thicker than that, but we'll just imagine that it's gonna be like this. And then they go all the way through to the other side. And you imagine everything else is filled inside there, all the way around. Then I'm gonna get a hole cutter and I'm going to cut maybe like 1.5 inch hole towards the top-ish. I'm going to make a piece that sticks up towards the top and not a super long pitch, but then a roof for the top will come all the way around. And in fact, this roof is gonna be sort of red in color. So it's gonna be kind of like that. And they are actually gonna be tongue depressors. So you should see some round, I don't know how to draw that, probably kind of like that. So that's gonna kind of be the flavor of my birdhouse. Oh, I'm just trying to sample that color. And you can imagine, fill that in. So it'll kind of be like that, maybe with a, you know, little detail, add a little detail in there. There'll be, all these will be logs. That's sort of the look I'm going for. I might even, because I'm not sure how to cap this thing off, I might have to put some kind of copper piece of metal up top to like really make a solid pitch up there. I don't know. But it sort of looks like a candy corn now. So hopefully birds will like that. It'll be mounted on the tree. So it'll sort of, the tree will come down. These are the branches from what I've saved from the apricot tree. What I want to do is find some that are sort of the same size and length. Whatever is the most equal, I'll cut them to a specific length. I don't know what length that's going to be. That's another thing I got to think about. I'm kind of doing this as I go. Luckily, I have a clear idea of, a mostly clear idea of what I want. Wow, it looks like I've eyed these pretty well when I was trimming these to fit in my garbage, and then I pulled them back out. Look like they're in the 17-inch, 18-inch range. So I think if I go under that, of course I'll be safe. Maybe a 13-inch, maybe a lucky number 13 would be a good number. This is gonna take a minute. Hey look, I've changed shirts. Well, it is 10:30 at night. I haven't got a whole lot done with my birdhouse, but I've separated the wood piles, so I'm gonna use the over 13-inch pieces to cut with the bandsaw, the new bandsaw. I'm gonna play with that. I'm gonna try to fire it up, get it tensioned, and read the instructions, and use these too. I couldn't resist going and playing pickleball. Alright, so this is my first bandsaw, and I think I've done the adjustments. You have to make sure that the gullet of the teeth, which is the lowest part of the teeth, ride on this part of the wheel. I just hope I did it right. I think it's gonna look right. So I'm gonna test this for the first time and see how it goes. There is some vibration. Probably need to fix that, but let's try it. Okay, so far that was like butter. It just went through it like the smoothest, cleanest thing. Now, of course, my cuts, I don't know how perfectly straight they are. Ooh, but they look good. They actually look nice and flat. Wow. So I'll be able to use both of those as a wall piece right next to each other. That is so cool. I'm loving the bandsaw. I just hope that that vibration isn't too much. Let's do all the rest. I'm going to try to cut all of these. Well, there's my cut wood. It just rips through it like butter. And I was trying to figure out the best way to make them as flat as possible so that when I fit them to this, they will be able to be put around this side all the way around. I want to make one of these base pieces a ring so I can actually fit my hand down in there. And I've decided to make the top one with the roof on it so that I can pull the roof off, be able to get inside and clean it out. Don't throw away your salsa jars, you can hold nails in them. We'll use this really cute hammer. Draw a line. A perfectly centered line. Cut this out. I could make it a little thicker. Now I've got another line. Because there's a few knots in here, maybe that'll be a little more sturdy. Paul, I hope you realize that you gotta speed all this footage up. Cool. Now we've got a ring. Yay. So I'll be able to, grab the birds and eat them. Just kidding. Just grab the nest and all the poop and get rid of it. It'll be so fun to do that. I think with the bottom piece, what I'm going to do is drill some 1/4-inch holes for a drain. Because these birdhouses probably get water in them and whatnot. Some random holes. Make sure they're all the way through. And that way there are some drainage areas for water and air. Now while my air compressor fills up, I'm going to go ahead and kind of eyeball what I'm going to do here. I'm going to get my brad gun ready. We'll start lining these up, gluing them, and bradding them. See what happens. So I got this wood glue from Home Depot. It's waterproof, exterior. It sounds good to me. I was just going to kind of make a little more of a professional bond to this, and I'm just going to start putting these on, glue it, and eye it as straight as possible, straight as I can. So we're going to see what happens. Whoa, it's runny. Let's apply it to another one. I'll put that one on next. Start the process here. Okay, I need to up my... That looks fairly straight. Okay, that was too hard. So I got to dial in the pressure here. Oh no. Starting off really bad. Oh well. Okay, that's not bad. Okay, those are flush. And holding very rigidly. It's good. Okay, this is going to get harder as it goes on. Starting to look kind of my desired effect so far. Really cool. Just put more brads in it. That'll solve it. These might need more than 2 brads a piece. I don't know. I sure like using this cute little mini hammer. tasty. I don't think you can hammer those. If they're not just a half a millimeter out, you cannot nail those in. Just, you know, really. Watch your face, ladies and gentlemen. That's over. Got a little funky on one side, but it's really close. I think I'll be able to nail those together, and wish me luck. A little bit of, yeah, I'll get that later. This is gonna be crazy. I've never done anything like this. This is kind of cool. Get in there. Just can't nail those straight. Hopefully the roof will overlap that and kind of fix that. Clip it off. What is the deal? That was one. Please go in. Oh, my precious. Let's see if that helped. Doesn't help. That one went in. Now why won't this one go in? Frickin', that wood must be super hard. Doesn't that look beautiful? It's a bit naughty. Naughty pine. Wow. Okay. I think I've come to the end of that. Look at that. That is looking cute. It's a little askew, but I wouldn't have it any other way. That is cool. Predators can't get in there. I don't think they'd be able to. Clean that up. And like a little Ewok birdhouse. It's almost 1 a.m. And if I wanted to, I could attach the roof to this. That can just sit right there, and I'll put my roof on, and I'll have some removable screws, and then I can just take this wedge out and clean out the poop. I think I'm gonna clean up these edges real quick. A couple are poking out. Next, the roof. Okay, I've decided I'm going to cut some 45-degree angles off of this board to make a roof pitch. Okay, so now that what that leaves me with are some little strut pieces that I will be able to attach some of these roof pieces to. I still have yet to figure out how I'm going to complete the inside, but maybe I have to do them all the way around. I don't know. I think I want to do it like that. That'll allow me to still pull the top off, and I can actually attach the rest of the roof to it. I think that might be the key. Alright, I've cut a whole bunch of these little 45-degree angles. And I think what I'll be able to do is brad those into position, and then I will take these tongue depressors and overlap them about like so, and then I fill in the gaps. Boom, 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 and I'm just gonna have to staple and glue like crazy. Is that enough? I don't know. I'm not a wood glue artist. This is weird. This is gonna be weird. This isn't a weird angle. I think it's working. Okay, I can't go any closer than that. Stay to the edge. Secure enough, I suppose. This is kind of just an art piece. Ooh, there's a knot right there. This is going to be a tough one. Oh! That one fought back, and it shot me. I mean, actually, I'm okay. It just shot my arm back. No matter how hard I held, it just pushed the whole project over. Dang it. Let's see, I'm gonna keep that one in because It's actually holding on. Watch your eyes. And it's just gonna be, everything's eyed, everything's eyed. I'll try to finish this one off. Nothing went through that. Key eye. Okay, whatever. This one's a tough little butt. Undesirable. Hey, get off there. Is it a cheap gun or what? I'm gonna have to pull this whole thing off. Stay. Lovely. I'm out of nails. Punching holes in it. There we go. With a little testing, I have determined that this would be good, but it'll take some time because I have to nail almost every one of these staples in with a hammer. Luckily, my Brad gun also does staples. I gotta be careful with this thing. Not sure about this. Maybe glue would be best. Let's dial this gun down a little bit. It's just so much faster. I like the look that that's getting. This could be something good, I don't know. If I use enough tongue depressors, we'll get something good, right? Oh, I'm just getting wild with it. It's crazy, but it just might work. I hope I don't hit another staple. I like it! Even though I'm kind of like going crazy with these staples. Oh, and it's going all the way through. Not gonna be able to get this piece out. I'm gonna take it out now, just in case. Let's continue! Love this. Hey, there's a bug on me. Sorry, bug. Get out of here. I didn't think I would get this far. I'm glad things work sometimes. Sometimes. Haven't used this thing in years. I got these from Home Depot as well. These were like 99 cents for 30. Yes! Look at this. I love how this is turning out. Hurrah! That is so cool. It's like a little lamp. It looks very tiki-ish. With a little peeky. You go in there. The bird goes in there now. Okay, this is the 4th battery I've gone through. I think I'm gonna seal it up a little bit with some glue, just some of the splicey bits. To hide some of the staples, what I've done is cut a whole stack of these in half. I'm gonna use this industrial strength hot glue gun just to kind of finish the face off so that it doesn't look as bad. So I'll kind of just do a line of these all the way around, just for the giggles of it. I'm realizing that I'm gonna have to overlap these. Also, I'm not gonna go all the way up to the top because I'm gonna cap it with something that will finish off the point to here. And it'll probably be attached to this. Now that I can't get my plug all the way in. Hello, welcome to day 2 of my build. I'm here at one of my favorite stores, Home Depot, and I need more of these. Remember these? I'm out of them, so good thing they're 98 cents. And I'm seeing something in the background. I'm kind of really excited for Halloween this year. So they just put up their Halloween display. We should check it out. While I'm here, I'm looking for options to finish off the top of my roof. I need that little final part. And of course I have the tongue depressor things. I have these. I'm going to try to build something. Before I get into looking for raw materials, I'm gonna see if there's something that I can actually use that would just cap it off nicely. And look at this. That's almost there, but it's like an LED light. But look at that. Wouldn't that be a cool roof? Just looking for options that I can just get and cap it off for my peculiar project. I found some other options like this Versa cap, and it's kind of cute. I could almost use the top of that to cover up just that open spot on the birdhouse, but for 25 bucks, I think I'll just make my own out of raw sheet metal for $7.
I will never surrender. Fight on. I am coming to find you. I am the Death Warrior. I see a black cloud in your future.
Round about the cauldron go, in the poisoned entrails throw. Going to be a scary night. Are you ready? What if I said no? So now would you like your wings clipped? Not so much.
Back at the shop, I bought this piece of, I think it's cedar wood. It didn't quite say on it. All it said was ghost wood, and then it said Silver City. There's a town out here in Utah called Silver City. It was an old gold mining town. And I don't know if they got this from there, but I thought that would be cool to make the other 2 birdhouses because I'm still making 2 more. So I'm gonna finish off the birdhouses with a little easier build. I hear the ice cream man out there. Wow, I remember the ice cream man. I also have this tin. This is the next thing I'm gonna do. I'm gonna cut a circle out of this and just finish off the roof of the birdhouse just a little simpler. I don't need these. Maybe I'll make shingles on these, on the houses, just to match. I don't know. I'm discovering what I'm gonna do as I do it, right? So it's still a fun, adventurous process. So let's go in fast motion and just complete this roof and complete this birdhouse. I also bought a hole cutter that's a 1.5 inch hole that seems to be most suited for bluebirds and possibly, hopefully, a lot of the birds that are around here. So 1.5, and come to find out birds have a preference in holes. So weird. I mean, okay, let's do this. Perfect, but better than I expected it would be with tin snips. It did kind of mar the edges, whatever. So I cut a circle out of the tin and cut a line and then bent it to make this little cone hat that goes on top of the roof like that. And I took my staple gun, pneumatic staple gun, and carefully said a little prayer and shot a staple through the top and bottom and twisted it on each side. Just twisted it a little bit and pushed it because there'll be kind of a cavity in here to fit that. But I'm not sure if it looks like a rocket now. It's my own little weird design. I may just paint this brown to kind of blend in. I do have this Rust-Oleum textured paint. It's kind of a brown, rich and elegant textured finish. Autumn brown. Maybe I'll sand this, and it says works on metal, wood, and more. So I painted the top little dome. It's out on the grass drying. And while I do that, while I wait for that to dry, I'm gonna go ahead and stain this. I went to Home Depot and got this $4.98 can. It's sort of like it was a tester. So it was $5 and they even mixed a color for me for free. That is Fiery Red is what it's called. So I thought it would be cute to make this a red sort of wood shingle roof. Let's see how it turns out. It's a subtle color. I like it. I'm happy with it. Okay, this just dawned on me what this is looking like. An owl. And my family loves owls. We got our top, it's dried. It's looking like it's brown and textured. We'll probably retain heat like crazy, so hopefully the birds don't get too annoyed or picky. I just hope birds have one response. It's habitable. So I'm gonna bolt the top on and see how the little cap goes. When I hold it by the little knot at the top, it should just go right in there like that, and nothing's really gonna pull that off. So I can be able to look in, get all the way down in there, and clean out the nest. But that is beautiful. It just fits on there so nice, and it's very snug. That's mostly done. Yay, look at that cute thing. Now just to cut a decent hole, and what side for the bird to enter. gonna have to think about that. I've done a little addition to the inside here. I put some popsicle sticks, or those tongue depressors, on the inside, as you can see at the bottom, to kind of give it a little more privacy. I would hope that maybe the bird would go, it's either safe or unsafe. I mean, if there's only one thinking in a bird's mind, it's 50-50 that they're gonna stay there. So I thought I'd make it look a little more secure. I've cleaned up the bottom. I've cut all the bottoms pretty straight. So I'll be able to mount this very soon. I've gone in on my crappy printer and printed this sort of concave diamond. I'm going to cut it out and transfer it onto this to make a little extra flair for the birdies. Pretty dark over here. So we've got our diamond piece. I'm going to put that right there. That'll sort of define the entrance to the whole thing and give the bird something to grab onto. I'm going to go ahead and cut the hole in this first because I'm a little afraid that I'm going to get it on the birdhouse and something happens. This cracks because once I put this onto the house, it's probably going to be a little more permanent. So let's see what we can do. Ay, caramba, ¿qué pasa, niño? Okay, I'm gonna need to clamp this board down apart. The clamp is taking up too much space. So I gotta go fast and not a lot of pressure. And I gotta go the right way. Woo! Wow, look at that. Okay, so I sort of had this eureka moment where I'm sitting here like, how am I gonna attach this? If I hit a brad in there and it splits this thing, then it's done. So I'm gonna have to be really careful. And I was like, here's some meaty parts. I gotta put the screw through here. I could put through here. Oh, but it's off center. Oh, who cares? The whole thing's off center. and it's kind of stylish. It's kind of cool. I'm gonna go right there. I'm gonna pre-drill 2 holes and put in some of these Harbor Freight wood screws. Not going to drill that one too deep because I know it's not going to grip in here very well because that hole is almost exact for what this screw is. And I might just hand drive it with my brand new Harbor Freight screwdriver. Doesn't it look great? It's off from my hole a little bit, but I'm not going to turn that anymore because it's probably going to snap. Oh, crap. I went all the way through. Ooh, that one sunk nicely. Better than that one. That is secure. I'm just gonna drill it. Here we go. Am I going the right way? Yeah. There it is. Wow. Okay. We have a hole. Yes. Look. It goes all the way in. All the way inside. So excited. And that'll tell the birds, hey, look, there's an entrance right here. Hopefully. Instead of the birds trying to like go into the little crack, like, how did I get in there before? Oh, it's there. Sorry, I'm giving birds more credit as if they think. Sorry, bird fanatics. Monday morning, I can go over and install this puppy onto the damaged tree. I'm excited. Ta-da! Check it out. So this comes off. Looking at your bird friends. And the plug goes in pretty solid. I don't think there's going to be any problem with that coming out. There's a little ventilation, which maybe is good, but then from about halfway down, we have privacy for the young baby eggs and the young birds. And then I just put on this cool little star hole, and I had to put it on sideways so that I could grab some of the meat of the wood to be able to screw into 2 separate boards. It did go through a little bit on one side, so I'm just going to clean that up and cut it off with the Dremel tool or something so we don't stab our little friends. So it's too late to install this tonight, but Monday I will get over to that tree and we'll do an install. So come back and check out the install and how it's going to work, and hopefully maybe it would work so well that we get a bird right away to come and nest. I'm going to have new videos every Monday. Come back, make sure to subscribe, hit that bell button to be notified of all the little things I'm doing. This is very random. I've never done this before. Never built a birdhouse. Give this video a thumbs up, and if you have any comments or questions about this, leave them in the comments below. And for future videos, give me some ideas of what I could do better, what you've done. Let me know about your birdhouse victories. Be excellent to each other, and ta-ta for now. Thanks for watching this video. Come back every week. I'm determined to have a video every Monday. And if I don't have something nicely edited like this video, I'll go live so we can have some fresh something right then. Make sure to subscribe and watch another video. Thanks. Click it.